Welcome to SAT TV News. I am Larry Larrock, your presenter. In our top stories, Woodford Hill Credit Union robbed. Former Turks and Caicos Premier charged with conspiracy to bribe. Bail set at 10 million. Aitzaz Hassan tributes to Pakistan teenager killed when he stopped a bomber. And in sports, former WICB president receives knighthood. Details of these will follow. SAT Telecommunications Limited is in the process of reorganizing our channels. In this endeavor, some channels will be off temporary and new ones will be introduced. SAT Telecommunications Limited is pleased to inform you of a number of new channels. We have just added for your viewing pleasure Lifetime Movie Channel, Lifetime Real Women, Discovery Civilization, Discovery Science, Discovery Turbo, and many other new ones to come. We are sure that you will enjoy the new programming, which will enhance your viewing pleasure and provide you with many more channels. SAT Telecoms thanks you for your continuous support and understanding throughout this initiative, and we will keep you informed as the changes occur.
Yo, this is Ace Banton in SAT building, baby. You're watching SAT Telecom, that's the number one choice. Boom!
Welcome back. The Warner Primary School has received 5 Dell laptop computers, a donation made by an environment studies class of the University of New England, USA. Dr. Thomas Clark and the students of the Department of Environment Studies made the presentation to Principal Vernadeja Frederick at the school on Wednesday, January 8, 2014, following an 8-year liaison between Mrs. Frederick and the department.
One of the things we've done over the years is we've done what we call a match-up campaign, where we set goals on both sides, the university group from the United States and the school, and we fundraise, and we have to thank our students in the back for the fundraising activities that they were able to achieve. And both sides were able to raise enough funds so that we were able to buy some laptop computers for Warner School.
The donation consists of 3 new Dell laptop computers and 2 used functional computers with the help of the school's Internet Technology Department at the university. Warner Primary School teacher Ms. Vernell Durand expressed gratitude to Dr. Clark and his students on behalf of the Warner Primary School and Principal Frederick, who Dr. Clark described as forward-thinking.
We want to say thank you, Dr. Clark, especially to you and the students who are with you today, who went on that drive to raise that funds to make that presentation to us. We are very thankful for this day. We are also thankful that you have that foresight and you are able to see the importance of information technology in the future of children.
Funds were raised through bake sales and raffles by the environment students at the university. In more news, His Excellency Lai Jiangning, the new ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Dominica, paid a courtesy call to Honorable Reginald Austri, acting Prime Minister. Ambassador Lai, who replaces His Excellency Wang Zonglai, made the visit on Wednesday, January 8, 2014, at the office of the Prime Minister at the Financial Center in Roseau. Honorable Austri welcomed the new ambassador and reaffirmed Dominica's commitment to the One China policy, encouraging Ambassador Lai to enjoy his stint in Dominica, while pledging Dominica's commitment to continued mutual trust and cooperation between the two countries. Earlier, Ambassador Lai presented his credentials to His Excellency Charles Savre, President of Dominica. President Savre highlighted the numerous areas of cooperation between Dominica and the PRC and described China as one of Dominica's most significant bilateral partners. The Dominican head of state added, relations between the two nations continue to flourish. Ambassador Lai is the 4th Chinese ambassador accredited to Dominica since the establishment of diplomatic relations in March 2004. In other stories, Mass Dominic 2014 was officially launched at the Crazy Coconuts in Castle Comfort on Wednesday, January 8, 2014. The Carnival celebration, scheduled to last near 8 weeks, is one of the island's most anticipated holiday events with massive displays of real Dominican culture and traditions. These 8 weeks will include village carnivals, pageants, and calypso competitions leading up to the 2 days of street jump up on Monday, March 3rd and Tuesday, March 4th.
This year, Carnival will be full of pageantry, calypso, jump-ups and parades. And as we start on February 8th, we are planning an opening parade with a difference. And as plans get finalized, you will start to hear more about it. We encourage all businesses and mass bands and troops to come out to give the people a sampling of what the Carnival season will be like.
Mr. Colin Piper reiterated the Discover Dominica authorities tried to build a visitor base of 90,000 visitors by 2015.
The Ministry of Tourism, through Discover Dominica Authority, has an ambitious goal of achieving 90,000 stayover visitor arrivals by the end of the year 2015. As such, we are leaving no stone unturned in our quest to find ways and means to incent people to come to Dominica. And while they're at it, we're asking them to bring a friend to enjoy all that we have. So we are laser focused on achieving that target.
Meanwhile, Honorable Justina Charles, Minister for Culture, Sports and Youth Affairs, encouraged the public to keep in the spirit of real mass and demonstrate this year's carnival theme, Nous connaître vivre, we know how to live, by becoming more involved in the various events.
This launching ceremony serves to sensitize the public as to the various events scheduled for this year's Carnival celebration. The events are many and varied. I therefore encourage everyone to get involved in the various events, join a band, play a part, and in the spirit of the theme, do have fun, clean fun, and meditate the peace.
She called on persons to reject violence and antisocial behavior throughout the season, adding that Carnival plays an important role in the tourism and economic sector. Also present at the launch was Mr. Kerm Gis, Head of Marketing at Lime Dominica, who pledged the company's full commitment and support to the Carnival activities. In other news, police are investigating the circumstances surrounding a robbery that took place in Woodfordale on the morning of Thursday, January 9, 2014. Police Public Relations Officer Inspector John Carbon stated at about 8:10 a.m., 3 men armed with knives and guns robbed the Woodfordale Credit Union. Inspector Carbon said a large sum of money was stolen in the process, but none of the staff members of the credit union were physically hurt. Shortly after the incident, police intercepted a vehicle, and during the interception, one individual was shot by the police, while the other 2 escaped. However, a large sum of cash was recovered in the vehicle. The individual shot is in stable condition at the Princess Margaret Hospital. Anyone with information on the robbery is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-8477. In other news, employees of the PWC, Public Works Corporation, went on strike on the morning of Thursday, January 9, 2014, in protest of late payment of their salaries, among other issues. The workers claim that they have not been paid for several fortnights, putting them in a very vulnerable situation as it relates to paying their social security, bills, loans, and other living expenses.
I'm a security officer of the Public Works Corporation, and since 2011, the workers have been experiencing late payment. Our loans and our mortgage have not been serviced. Even our social securities are in jeopardy. Now the corporation is owing us our payment of our 3 weeks holiday with pay since last year, and also presently right now they are owing us 2 fortnights because today is Thursday. And however, we haven't getting any words from anyone how we are going to get paid. Right now we are on a boat without captain and just drifting all over the place.
Mr. Jimin says the employees do not know where they stand, especially as the site of the corporation has been earmarked for the construction of a 5-star hotel by the government. He said they are acting on the advice of the General Secretary of the Dominica Public Service Union, Mr. Thomas Later, who instructed them to report to work but not engage in any work until they are paid.
We have been struggling and then our wife, our children, even my girlfriend is suffering. She even promised to leave me. Right? So I'm not getting pay, and I'm not getting pay, so I'm afraid she'll leave me. So however, my children, my loans are in jeopardy, so I decide to stand for my right. So we are telling the government and whosoever in charge that we are sending a clear message that we do not come out to stand 2014 for those shit that have been happening to us right now. Thank you very much.
General Secretary of the Dominica Public Service Union, Mr. Thomas Later, noted the employees have been experiencing a number of issues for some time and can no longer tolerate it.
As I speak to you right now, a fortnight is being owed to the employees. Their holiday pay, their holiday with pay has not been paid, and that is supposed to be 3 weeks pay. That has not been paid. They have absolutely no idea when it will be paid. Nobody has had any discussion with them. Nobody has had any discussion with the union. There is a non-payment of Social Security. Social Security contribution on behalf of the employees are not being paid. And as far as I understand, the employees are experiencing a lot of difficulties when it comes to benefits, medical benefits and others from Social Security. So that itself is another major issue. Absolutely no discussion, no indication as to when that will be paid.
Mr. Later said they do not know who is in charge of the corporation, and there is no acting general manager, and the employees nor himself know who to turn to during this major issue. Reports said that the manager of the corporation, Mr. Edison Henry, who is on vacation leave, submitted his resignation letter.
We know that this area where we are standing has been identified as the location of a hotel, and the employees, the union, nobody has indicated to us as to what the future of the employees is, whether they will be relocated somewhere, where are they going to be relocated, whether they will continue to be employed. So that is a big issue, and we believe that it is disrespectful. If people have been around, they have come and look at the area, at the place, that is people from overseas. We have no idea of what is going to happen to the employees. And we have a number of individual employees issues that have not been resolved over the years. The non-payment of allowances, inadequate salaries, and so on. We have written several times to management. We have understood that some of the issues have been brought to the level of the board, and no decision have been taken.
He added, a number of provisions in the collective agreement have not been adhered to and have been violated. Mr. Later stated, the protest action will continue until the issues of the employees have been addressed. In other news, international news company CNN has recognized Dominica as a must-visit location, as the island just secured a spot on CNN's 7 Secret Caribbean Islands. The islands listed are said to give complete privacy for persons seeking to have a peaceful vacation. The report spoke of the Secret Bay Resort in Dominica, which have been receiving increased publicity in the international arena since 2012. It went on to name Dominica as this large jungle-covered island that attracts in-the-know eco-travelers, inviting visitors to stay at the 2-year-old Secret Bay Hotel. This can be viewed as a significant boost for the island's tourism sector, as it aims to reach 90,000 visitors by the year 2015. Other islands on the list include Cayo Espanto, just off the coast of Belize, Isla Holbox, off the coast of the northern tip of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, Camalem Cay in the Bahamas, Peter Island, and Guyana Island, part of the BVI, and Petit St. Vincent, part of the Grenadines. In other news, right now we're here with Mr. Narin Murphy, also known as the Trendsetter. So Murphy, could you give us an idea of how the Renegades Calypso tent came to life?
Well, the Renegades Calypso tent was born in New York. As you know, we performed in New York last year, August, for the first time. We've showed on a show that was highly promoted by my brother Marlon Girodel, and then based on the way the treatment of the show and all the stuff that came after the show, and even from mass in Dominica in 2013 Calypso season, we felt it was time, the opportunity was there to break out and go into our own vibes where artists can probably get a better treatment, because we didn't feel too satisfied with the level of treatment that we received from Mascam for the last season, and even with what happened in New York. As you know, one of the main organizers, Marlon Girodel, is now in court for paying artists to if I were to use these words, yeah.
Okay, so now who formed part of as they call it, Renegades Calypso Tent?
Well, the Renegades Calypso Tent is founded by myself, trendsetter Peter Prosper. You have Deros, the reigning how you call it, Road Match King, yeah, and my brother Marlon Girodel. These are the founding members of the Renegade, yeah.
What are some of the objectives of the Renegades Calypso Tent?
Well, the main objective is really to have a voice for Calypsonians and an avenue so they can exhibit their talent and not feel that they are held back or they won't get any just reward for their time and their talent given out.
And where will you all be hosting the event? We'll
be hosting the event at the Newtown Old School. That's opposite the playing field. That's where we'll be from January 23rd. That's where, yeah. And what I can say with the Renegades tent, it's a party tent. It's not going to be a tent where you sit down and you come there judging lyrics, and you will have lyrics because I have part payment, and you know the lyrics on that says a lot. But it's really going to be a whole party atmosphere. We're going to make first day a different type of first day in Dominica. So it's really the party tent, so you'll have all the more entertaining Calypsonian, the guys that probably like the sours and the other guys. We're going to have them on board, giving them that opportunity to showcase their talent, because we believe without the wit and the satire in Calypso would not really be where it is. It wouldn't really get the same patronage as it's getting right now with the wit and satire. So yes, we support the constructive songs and what have you, but we believe the entertainment aspect cannot be left out. And that is what the Renegades is about, entertainment.
So now it's every Thursday at the Newtown Old School opposite the Newtown Playing Field, Newtown Savannah.
Yes.
From what time?
From 8:30. Yeah, from 8:30 until. And we will be backed up by the first and only Serenade Band, who is equipped with hornsmen, and they are very good. If you listen to medleys that Serenade does with past Calypsonians of Rabbit, MC, and these guys, you can see that Serenade knows how to play Calypso. So it's not a new band, it's not a fly-by-night band that we are putting together. We are putting together a nice band. And I must add that critical to that whole thing is our treatment of artists. We believe artists will get priority. I mean, whatever we make, the artists will benefit from it. We may not have $1 million to give, but the business of paying all expenses and then if it have, the artist will get no. We are saying no to that because we believe if there is no artist, you will have no show. So the artist should form part of your priority. And this is one of the reasons why we broke out of Mascam, because we felt that artists came last. And it is the artist who should come first, because without no artist, then there is no show.
Now you enter the Calypso arena with Indie Bean a few years back, ready-made jackets.
Yeah.
This year, Calypso 2014 season, you have part payment. How did the idea for this song come about?
Well, part payment, as most persons won't know, is really an idea that has been there in my mind for almost half a decade. Myself and Derek St. Rose, the hunter, it's something that we always use as a casual joke between ourselves. You get a part payment, man, you get a part payment. But there was no really grounds or reason. I didn't really feel motivated to really actually put pen and paper and write the lines and what have you. Until when what happened in New York basically just stimulated me to put this one together. And having, I wouldn't say fallout with my writer, but my writer felt, well, this year he was probably taking a break from me, like he probably did Psy last year. So I really had no choice but to put together my own type of song. And as you can see, Pat Payment, Ready Made Jacket, these are the type of songs that I like. I don't really like the political thing too much. If I get it, I sing it. But my main focus is really the entertainment, a song that has wit and satire. So we have this year Pat Payment, P-A-R-T, not P-A-T.
Now the public is loving the song.
Yeah.
What impressions are you receiving from those who know you and those who may know the concept of the song?
Yeah, well, I've received a lot of positive criticism. I mean, some persons say it's a very good song, you need to sharpen this area and that area, well put together. It's a song that persons can identify with, and not just Calypsonians. I mean, the truckers, you hear them say they get part of their money, some is missing. So it's a song that is being embraced by all and sundry. I think the whole of Dominica can at some point identify with the term Pat Payment. Yeah.
Send a message to Dominicans on why they should attend the Renegades Calypso tent every Thursday at the Newtown Old School.
Well, Dominica, this is trendsetter, and you should attend the Renegades tent, because it's a tent that is going to capture what Carnival and Calypso is supposed to be. Entertainment, fun, clean fun, and we have the most controversial songs, we have the most funny acts. So every Thursday, it's really after work, you get home, you get organized, and you come down to the Newtown area, the Old School, and to be entertained.
This has been the local segment of the news. Coming up next, regional highlights.